Forget what the media says, forget what the doubters believe. Dogecoin right now is in a uniquely special position to grow to be extremely valuable. Not a lot of people even truly understanding the magnitude of Dogecoin's situation and what it will mean for the future of cryptocurrency. Take a look at this. With the Ethereum merge, Dogecoin is now the second largest proof of work cryptocurrency in the world. And that's very valuable for two reasons. Number one, because Bitcoin is proof of work, and Dogecoin is now the #1 emulation of Bitcoin. Impressive already on its own, right? But this is likely just the very beginning of what's to come. And the second reason is because to have some amount of deflation on a currency will help it to be long-term viable as an option for spending, and more people will just start mining Dogecoin. It'll be a valuable, profitable industry that continues to grow. A lot of people will shift their efforts to that as it becomes more viable as a currency, so that mining will be very spread out. And there will be a lot more people mining Dogecoin at one time compared to Bitcoin, which is going to eventually run out. So there will come a time when Dogecoin is the only currency on the planet that will continue to be mined, and it is done in an efficient way. So there's a huge valuable opportunity here that Dogecoin can go. I believe it will go in our lifetimes above $99. Before I pass on from this life, Dogecoin will hit $99 and go above that. Now, yes, that's an extremely long-term prediction. That is not whatsoever a short-term goal. A short-term goal is $1. That's what we're looking at now. But if we want to be, maybe humoring ourselves a little bit and thinking in our lifetimes, what could it do? That is what I'm expecting, and this is one of the big reasons why. It is uniquely positioning itself in a way that no other cryptocurrency is. Ethereum was very inefficient with how it was being mined. Dogecoin is not inefficient whatsoever. It is the only currency at the top that was set up to efficiently be mined, and that right there is going to prove to be extremely important. Also, by the way, Dogecoin, if you look at it in comparison to inflation, the inflation rate of the US dollar has been skyrocketing. Take a look at this. January 2021, the inflation rate was at 1.4%. Just to give you an idea of how much better we had it only a short period of time ago, 1.4%, then extremely bad policies by the government were implemented. And then we started to see, and what I mean by that specifically is spending way too much money that we don't have when we're already in a problem. And the truth is that stage was already set up for this problem to come before the most recent administration came. The administrations before set up this problem, and so it can't be just blamed on this current administration and this current government, but they still do absolutely have to take a share of the blame because they have done multiple insanely terrible policies: 1.7, 2.6, 4.2, 5.0, growing astoundingly fast before we started to hit a little bit of a plateau at 5.4%. Some people saying it may level out and go back down. Nope. 6.2, 6.8, 7, 7.5, 7.9, 8.5, 8.3, 8.6, 9.1, the peak right there. We really don't want to see a 10 because that would be extremely detrimental. 8.5, 8.3. So if we see another plateauing like this for a little bit and then another run up, it's going to be atrocious, and it will absolutely show you that you need to be holding some cryptocurrency rather than just holding the typical fiat that most people like to hold. Very important. Even if you only have a few $1,000s, would you rather be losing 10% a year on that few $1,000s, or would you rather be holding an asset that has the potential to skyrocket? It's pretty obvious the choice there. A lot of Americans will agree. A lot of people across the world will agree. Take a look at this though. That is an indicator of the overall market, and there's oftentimes some very misleading things that go into this 8.5 and 8.3%. But here we go. Overall, food prices are up over 11.4%, with eggs themselves going up 39.8%. Milk, 17%. Butter, 24.6%. Flour, 23.3%. So a lot of everyday items, even fuel, up 70%. Gasoline. So that right there is continuing to be a very terrible thing to see. Chicken, you want some chicken? 16.6%. You're paying more across the board when you go to restaurants. Anytime you go somewhere, you're looking at double the prices on a lot of things. I mean, this is even an underrated stat because restaurants have to then make a profit, so they have to even go higher than the typical inflation rates of those food items themselves. So we're seeing insane growth in terms of the cost that you have to pay to just live a normal life. Not cool whatsoever, but unfortunately that's the world we live in right now, and it's one more reason Dogecoin is important. Omar says, delete your channel! Come on, Omar. Dogecoin to $1. By the end of the year, I still am confident in Elon Musk. He is working right now on Starlink. and also more importantly, the Dogecoin moon mission. He's getting closer and closer and closer. We are right now at a point where we could see an actual Dogecoin moon mission by the end of the year. It's not out of the question. We have still months left. I'm hoping that Elon Musk is able to pull it off. If it takes him a little bit longer, then I guess we wouldn't see Dogecoin to $1 for a little bit longer. But no matter what, I see huge windfall for Dogecoin once the moon landing actually does happen. And Elon Musk confirming he still supports Dogecoin with his most recent Dogecoin acceptance tweet at Tesla. So it's only a matter of time before it's accepted store-wide for cars as well. Yes, if you comment, you're welcome to press the like button. Right now, it is the afternoon time. It is currently 2:47 Eastern time, 12:47 my time. In a matter of time, the world is non-stop evolving. Future paper money, plastic money will become rare. Crypto is the future, says Dom. I happen to agree with you there, buddy. That's true. It is indeed the future of finance. And if you disagree, then you are, of course, a hater. How dare you be a hater? How could you? What are you thinking? Don't be a hater. Be a lover. It's very simple. Also, speaking of haters, Janet Yellen is trying to now make nice with us. Remember all the bad things Janet Yellen said? Oh yeah, cryptocurrency this, cryptocurrency that, putting in weird regulation ideas, saying it's bad for this, bad for that. Now all of a sudden, Janet Yellen wants us to think she supports cryptocurrency or something. It's very weird. Here's the quote from her. If these risks are mitigated, digital assets and other emerging technologies could offer significant opportunities. Yeah, it's about dang time. It's really nice that whoever writes your scripts finally changed their mind. That's great. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said of the news reports published by her department in response to the president and the executive order. By the way, yes, that's right. The president of the United States just did an executive order on crypto. This is a positive move in some ways and also could potentially turn negative. So basically, this report, this executive order from the president, is outlining somewhat of a plan on cryptocurrency, basically saying that they want to allow cryptocurrency to continue to grow while at the same time limiting fraud and things like that. Now, the question marks that we still have are, what is the security? What isn't the security? We don't know the answer to that. No framework was provided hardly at all regarding that, but it does seem like the government is very open to allowing cryptocurrency to thrive without trying to hinder it. Would they be able to stop it entirely? No, but they could certainly damper cryptocurrency's momentum in a big way. And this seems to be an indication they're not going to try to do that. It's going to take them years and years to get any type of serious framework in place. But this overall outline is, I think, still important. Weird to hear Janet Yellen though saying that. I mean, Janet Yellen, like, what the heck? She was the biggest hater only a few months ago. And now all of a sudden she's in support. It has great opportunities. Okay, Janet Yellen, that's great to know that you think it could offer significant opportunities. I just want to say, whoever wrote that script for her, thank you very much for finally coming around on cryptocurrency. It's about dang time. Yes, it does have significant opportunities. Also, they did say in the outline that remittances and things like that, they are pushing for cross-border transactions to be allowed. Now, it's weird to see in this context of politics because ideally, you don't want too many cross-border transactions, especially if they're nefarious in any way. But at the same time, there are lots of families right now a proof of work chain because it's more reliable, and you're going to want a cryptocurrency that does not fall too much in market conditions that are negative towards other top cryptos like Ethereum and Bitcoin. And that right there is why Dogecoin has an extreme amount of value